Hello, hello, and welcome to the final craft of Flower Month. This one is really fun, but it is one of our more complicated crafts for the theme ones. So let's get to it. In your kit, you will find 2 pieces of ribbon. They'll be different colors, just depends on what you get. You'll find a cardstock heart template. You'll find a half sheet of red construction paper, and you will find about 5 sheets of plain computer paper. The first thing we're going to do is trace our heart template onto our red paper. And we're going to do this twice, so make sure you don't do it right in the middle. You need room to have 2 different hearts. If you want to make sure there's plenty of room, you could fold this, let me slide that out of the way, fold this in half. And get your heart. And then you'll know that you can make 2, and we can cut them out at the same time and save a little bit of time on our craft. I'm just getting my pen here, and I'm going to trace this heart. There we go. Fill that in there. It's a little light. And now I'm going to cut it out. For this craft, you will need a pair of scissors and a glue stick. All right, now I have my 2 red hearts. I'm going to set that aside for later. Those will come in handy on one of our very last steps. The next thing we're going to do is take 1 sheet of paper, and we are going to fold this in half long ways. Making sure we get it lined up as good as we can get it there at the edge. Go. So in half long ways, we're going to fold it in half again on the short end of the paper, which is now the long end of the paper since we shortened it. All right, so now we have our paper. So there is a corner here where there's no openings, right? So this is a fold here, this is a fold here. If you look at the other side, you can see all 4 sheets of paper that we've folded. That's the side we do not want to use. You want to use the corner with the folded edges. We're going to use that heart template again, and we're going to line it up in the corner of our paper, just like that. And now I'm going to trace it gently. I couldn't find a pencil today, so I'm using a pen. I don't know where I put my pencil, but it'll work just the same. So now our heart is traced on there, and we can cut it out. Perfect. And so now, if we open this up, it should all still be 1 piece. It's gonna look like a 4-leaf clover. Pretty great. Now we're going to repeat that step with all 5 of our sheets of paper. So now that I have all of my clovers, I am going to change the fold on them. So we are going to make an additional fold from one corner of the heart to another corner of the heart, right here where my fingers are. So I'm going to fold this in half just like that. So it kind of looks like a frog. But now we are going to take those folds that we just made and we are going to push them inward. So I'm going to, maybe it would be easier to do it this way. Let's find out. It takes a little bit of experimentation. That's okay. We want these two edges to touch each other in the middle. So I'm gonna press this in like this. Let me do that again. I kind of moved out of camera range there. So I have those edges and we want them to touch just like this. And when they're touching, oops, I let go. We're going to flatten it here. Just like that. So it's still in a heart shape, but it opens like this. See how those go inward now? I'll do that again with another one. First thing we're going to do is fold this in half. Making sure we're getting it nice and even and straight. There we go. Press it in. And then opening that up. We've got that edge there. We want them to touch together like that. And we'll flatten it. You can make sure that it's lined up on the inside. Maybe put a finger there to hold it. And then gently flatten it out. And again, it should look like this when it's done. And it'll lay flat and beautiful. I will continue to do that with the rest of these. All right, so now I have all 5 of my pieces of paper folded the right way. It's time to start gluing them together. We are going to glue on the flat side of each of these. Get my glue up here. A little bit more, I guess. There we go. Glue on the flat side. And then take another one, line it up. Just like this. And now they are glued together. We'll keep doing that until all of our hearts are glued together. All right, now it's time for our ribbons and our red hearts. So get those back out. And what we're going to do is on the top one and the bottom one, we're going to apply a good amount of glue right up to the, oops, oh, looks like I'm almost out of glue, right up to the point of our heart here and all over too. But really making sure that it's close to the point there. And then we'll take one of our ribbons and attach it to the glue. Just, oops, I was out of camera. Right here to the point of the heart. And then we'll apply a little bit more glue on top of the ribbon. And then we can stick our red heart on. Just like that. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. There we go. We're just about done. The only thing left, put the lid on my glue stick, is to open your notebook and fill those beautiful pages with your artwork. So you can see they open up like this. You could write your notes in it, you could draw pictures in it, and close it back up. And with those ribbons, you could tie it closed with a little bow. Just like that. Awesome. It's so fun. I can't wait to see what kind of artwork you all put into these. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you so much for joining us for Flower Month in May. We are going to take a pause for the summer on our themed programming while we are doing the summer reading program. So stay tuned for news all about SRP, Summer Reading Program. We have some really exciting things to share, so make sure you're on our website checking in so you can join in all of the excellent activities. Thanks again for joining me. Have a wonderful summer. Bye.